When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The give to the tailback. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
When you have a quarterback that's this dynamic, it'd be stupid not to get him outside the pocket. Great job bootlegging to the right. Now I can throw the deep ball, I can throw some crossers, or I can run it and take off. It's really tough to defend. The defense did a good job, but I'm going to continue to do this and use his athletic ability to my advantage.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll take it himself. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Touchdown USC! Stealing a score on special teams. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that penalty out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they think they can create space here with a run to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, an important part of the Canes tradition.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here they're trying to get to the edge. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire for the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to take off. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Back has it. Finding an escape route. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Give to the running back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. Turning it on! What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
To the ground, he's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
Fires to the middle. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
This is kind of like Vegas in gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You've set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Etienne. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Lining up to add another. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, dude.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some movement.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Red pass, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Oh, they're after him. Got out of trouble and throws. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the move, it's Andrews. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Trojans! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
enough to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Sets up the screen. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The run from the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Gets it out fast. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Making side adjustments here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now 7 defensive backs on the field getting ready for a passing down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Still looking on the move. Throwing on the run. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got it on the right. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that D end getting that sack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He almost had the pick, and that could have given him a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's not afraid to go deep. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Setting up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. He's got him. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Hand off from the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Working the middle, it's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Trojan. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to Oregon. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's open on the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking downfield on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC, but this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Finds some fresh air. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Try to get it to the edge. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Throwing right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You want to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
Pressure coming. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Right down the middle. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Hurricanes. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, he tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Out of the end zone. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Skips away from pressure. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it down the middle. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
What a big play in the 4th quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a first down here. Nice job by the quarterback making the pass, getting the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Plows through the defense. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. They finally make the stop, of the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And the Hurricanes have this offense rolling. Off play action on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's long. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots, and gaining up some yards.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. They'll stop him short on 3rd down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top.
And this is tough. Second half of the game, you're down by 3. You know a field goal is going to tie it, but this is a golden opportunity here, David, to take the lead. I think I'm going for the touchdown.
Green light. I'm going for it. Second half, man, I can take the lead right here. I like my chances, and even if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field.
Direct snap. Touchdown, Miami. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the catch down the right side. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes...
Flying out to the left. Touchdown, USC! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. They'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field. They've got to score some touchdowns.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You've got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On fourth down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on another team from the SEC, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bobcats will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Guys, let's chat for just a second about Old Dominion. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week, 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Extending the play. With the catch, it's Rudolph. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
They'll go to the ground. Look out, he's got room. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
4th down coming up.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the snap, it's Wilkins. They make the stop, but not before the chains move. Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
He wants to change this route. Toss to the outside. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it. Between the tackles, to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. Turning it on. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach. Watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the option. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He'll set up to throw, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Wants to pass it. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stopped him just a bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Monarchs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lets it fly. Got a man in the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Love the 3rd down call. Throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the 1st.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Puts it out of the air. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the ground with the back. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Right back to the well. Got enough for the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Bobcats have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
They'll run the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. Brought down right at the 10, and this defense keeps him away from the first down line. But will they go for it on 4th down? No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. To the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 78 yards down the field. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. And the Monarchs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, defenders have to really understand body positioning and where the football's coming from, and great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down and run. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Running into the open space. There he goes. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He lobs one high down the left side, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially.
It's a seam wide open, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Runs through the tackle. He has the first and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And first down for the offense.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Monarchs will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got a physical.
There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking left. Complete downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. They go to the ground. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the Bobcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like,
intercepted, number 19. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bobcats. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
the number one job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure, the hit on the quarterback, forces the INT, and then Oski. As soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
Ready to try the point after. He's looking the fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Looking to throw again. Fakes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On the direct snap, it's Wilkins. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Wilkins. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Now they're going to throw it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Fires to the right. Trying to find the end zone. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes
and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Monarchs! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
16.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Gandy. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll start this drive going to the air. He rifles one deep to the left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Bobcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively.
Turning it on! Texas State. Once he got some room, it was over. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
To the air on first down. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilkins. Oh, he's got some space.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
The Monarchs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Tries to get it on the ground. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Creates a little space. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bobcats. And the beatdown has ensued.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
Texas State, 42. Old Dominion, 16.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
unloads quickly. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Monarchs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Monarchs will have it first and 10. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Monarchs are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is what
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next.
A lot of room to the right. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Fourth down and 12 is four-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, ODU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense continuing.
Oh, the kicker's on the run. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in.
Is no good. That keeps the score.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quick strike complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up.